Hello Flosstube friends, I am Lisa and this is my channel Cross by Floss, where I talk about cross stitch and life blabbings. Welcome. It is Sunday, I don't know, it's October something. It's Seahawks Sunday, that's all I know, so go Hawks tonight, it's a game. And we were supposed to be playing earlier today, but I guess the team that we were playing against had COVID lockdown, I think. I don't know. I sort of listened to the news and it went in one ear and out the other. All I know is our game got changed and it is now later at prime time tonight. And so I will be firmly ensconced, watching the game, stitching, and hoping to not make a lot of boo-boos. So, and I'm also wearing my 12th fan shirt jersey today. However, I think I might have my granddaughters on because it seems a little snugger than normal, and we're not going to talk about that. So I may have given her mine and I have hers, I'm not sure, but I also don't remember buying her a 12th fan shirt. So I know that she's got other ones because, you know, I'm a Seahawks freak, and so I buy the Seahawks things for people, but I don't remember buying her a 12th fan. Anyway, whatever. But go Hawks. Okay, what's happened this week? Yesterday we went to the pumpkin patch, and because, you know, COVID and so many things are in lockdown, there are pumpkin patches that are open, but you do have to either get an appointment, tickets beforehand, or whatever. And we had a small issue this week with both my daughter and her boyfriend are essential workers. And so they have continued to work, you know, even during like the big lockdown and everything. And unfortunately for Brendan, the site that he was working on earlier this week got shut down because too many of the guys tested positive for COVID. And so that meant that everybody who was on the job site had to test. And you know, Brendan is very safe. He is a fanatic about wearing his mask everywhere. You know, even if he's just sitting in his car on the job site, you know, texting or talking to somebody, he's got his mask on. He's always wearing his mask. So we pretty much knew that he was safe. However, you still have to get the tests and the test results. Yes, he was negative. Everything is good. But because of that, and it happened, you know, later within the week, later-ish in the week. So we decided not to, you know, we had sort of made plans to go to the pumpkin patch, but then with that, and we weren't sure, so we weren't going to get tickets. And of course, it's the last weekend before Halloween. So long story short, we took the little to a place up the road from where they live, and it's a fruit stand, and you know, it's called Tony's, and he opens it up during the spring summer for fruit, and then in the fall he has the pumpkins, and then in the winter he has, or around Christmas, he has the trees, and then he's done for the rest of the season until spring again. And so he had, you know, pumpkins all around the fruit stand and everything, and it's a big tent and it's really cute. And so we took her there to pick pumpkins. Yeah, so that was fun, but it was so different because you guys, you know, like in all the years that I've had kids and then the little, we have always done the pumpkin patch. And if her mom couldn't have gone to the pumpkin patch because she was working that weekend or whatever, which happened quite a bit, Sean and I would take her to the pumpkin patch. And so we've always done the pumpkin patch. And so it's so weird. And when my kids got to be school aged, the school would take them to the pumpkin patch for a field trip. And because I was able to chaperone those, we did the pumpkin patch then. And then as a family, we would just get pumpkins from the store and then carve them. Or when they got to Scouts, they did pumpkin carving. And, you know, my kids were very active in a lot of extracurricular groups. And so, yeah, we always did something. So it was so weird this year. I mean, it's just been a weird year anyways, right? But it was just so weird. But she loved it. And Brendan's mom brought her a cute white pumpkin with a unicorn kit. And my granddaughter loves unicorns, has since she was like 2. And it's just not going away. She loves unicorns. And so she got her a little unicorn kit, pumpkin kit, and they put that together yesterday. It was just really, really a very nice, calm, easy kind of day. I don't like pumpkin guts. They're slimy and they're gross, but I love pumpkin seeds. So in order for me to get pumpkin seeds, I had to scoop out the pumpkin guts yesterday. And the whole time it's just so gross. And Brendan looks at my daughter and he says, I now know where you get your like, gross, like your phobia of touching like meat and those kinds of things based on the look on your mom's face. Truth. What else happened? Not a whole lot. It's been kind of boring. Work's been super busy. We've been onboarding some new clients and a couple of new employees. And so that's been going on, and it's been kind of, I'm in my craft room, but it is nowhere as close to done. And it might not be for a little while. I have some plans. There's a couple of things that I want to buy. Like I need a little 2-seated kind of couch-ish kind of thing in here, but it needs to be small space. And so I'm currently looking for that. And, but I have my desk is pretty much set up. I need some shelves up on the wall, and I'm slowly finding things around the house and putting them together, like all the floss that I have that I've bought and has been in bags because I haven't done anything with them, and I've forgotten which pattern they go to and that I specifically bought them for. And so they're sitting in these bags. So I need to go through those. So I started going around the house and finding all the fancy floss and the DMCs and all those kinds of things and putting them into this bucket. I had to get a bigger bucket. I had to get a Rubbermaid tote to put them in. A big one, like that big. It wasn't super deep. It's probably like this deep. But I kept throwing like all of the floss in there and going, oh my word, what was I doing? So that will be my project. I might start that tonight while I'm watching football. That would probably be easier to sort than trying to stitch, which I'm not going to talk about what happened during the last game and stitching. I mean, I am later. All right, well, enough about that, I think. But yes, the craft room is getting there, and really Crawfus, stealing that term from, I don't remember who said it, but I love it because I do work in here. The little now comes in here for school, and we're not working at the kitchen table anymore. And it's kind of nice because I can be with her, and then if I have to go to a meeting, I can go somewhere else, or I can send her upstairs to the kitchen table. And it's just a nice space that eventually I'm hoping to put some pretties on the wall and make it cozy and comfortable and just filled with all of my girly things. I hate to say girly things, but like just things that really mean something to me, and you know, the rest of the house isn't going to care about, but all of my specials. So, all right, let's get into the cross stitching. What happened in the last couple of weeks? So I finished something. I know it's shocking, but I finished something. So this piece here is what I finished. It's called Live Inspired. And this is a free chart that you can get from the DMC website. And they had posted it a couple of years ago, maybe even more than that, but I found it a couple of years ago. And it was for breast cancer awareness. And it's got several shades of pink in here. I think that there's 4 shades of pink, and then there's a brown. And the brown is what the border is done in, the wording, and all the back stitching. And I mean every piece in here is back stitched. Every piece, including the border. Yeah, I don't mind back stitching, honestly. I don't mind, but this was such a little piece to do so much back stitching in. I almost lost my mind. Might be the reason why it took 2 years to get done. I don't know. But there are, it's all DMC floss, but one of them is kind of like a variegated, it's their variations floss in the pink. And then I don't want to say it's a satiny floss. It's not that light effects or anything like that, and it's not that satin slippery floss, which is horrible to work with. But so anyways, there is 4 different colors of pink in here, and then the brown. But I'm pretty impressed that I got that done, and now I'm on the hunt. I think I'm gonna make it into a pillow. I have it not sewed, so this should be interesting. But I'm on the hunt for a very delicate breast cancer awareness fabric, and there's a beautiful fabric store here in Issaquah that I have been in a few times. I have been in awe of all of the fabrics, and then I leave because I'm just so overwhelmed, and I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of being in there. I am let me find some remnants from Joann's and play with that. So I'm hoping to figure out my sewing issue and get that done. And my grandma had died of breast cancer. Well, it started as a lump under her armpit, and then spread to breast cancer, and then riddled throughout her body before her passing. And so all the things that I do are kind of in memory of her that are breast cancer related or cancer related. My dad also passed away from cancer. He had pancreatic cancer. My grandpa passed away from lung cancer. And so, you know, cancer has kind of been within our family. And so I make things in memory of my family members for that. So anyways, a piece is done. The next piece that I have been really working on is this Ink Circles it's Reflections of Canada by Ink Circles. And so I have been working on this piece here pretty religiously. I really wanted to do a 30 minutes a day on this piece, and I haven't always been successful because there have been some days that I have not been able to stitch. Now I started doing this one in hand, and then I changed. And put it in my lap stand. What is this? R&R Craft Frames lap stand. And that's where I've gotten, you guys. I'm so impressed. So impressed. So I completely finished up this area here. So it's got the 2 beavers, it's got the 2 hockey sticks, it's got the maple leaf and the Ottawa, oh Lord, Ottawa Hill. I've lost it. Anyways, it's all in there, and all these little motifs. Okay, so I'm going to say something, and once you guys see it, you're never going to be able to unsee it. Okay, this is the tower in Toronto, right? What is it called? It's called something. I'm gonna get it, you guys. What in the world is it called? The CN Tower. Yeah, the CN Tower. Where is it in relation to the beaver? Yeah, I'm like, why is the beaver's butt right on the CN Tower? And then look at these. It looks like he's got blood coming off of his teeth. Also, maybe because I did it in red, but I mean, okay, come on. So every time I stitch on this, I get a giggle because I can't help myself, and it is what it is. And I am using Weeks Dyeworks Turkish Red on that piece, and the variation is just very, very slight in, there we go. It's a very slight in the floss, but it's perfect because where it ends up, it's perfect. So that is one piece I've done. The next piece, I'm pretty sure I've worked on this. I'm pretty sure, is the Prairie Schooler Misfortune. Love this pattern. And I'm fairly certain that I've done some more on this. And if I haven't, you've seen the exact same thing, I apologize. But I think I've done some more in her dress. It was in my whip pile, so I'm thinking I had to have done something. It was very early on in the 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember what I've done, but it's a problem. It's a problem. And then in the same bag, I have my Prairie Schooler Halloween stitches are in here. Odin is crying outside the door, you guys, and it is the most pathetic sound ever. He's got his nose underneath the door frame and his paws, and I can see them. I can see them, and I can hear him, and he's crying. I know it's pathetic, but if I let him in here, he makes noises all over the floor, and he won't sit for quite some time. And then if I keep the door open, he'll bark. So it's just easier, and he's not going to cry for long. He's fine. He's fine. He knows I'm here. Anywho, I have in my bag a bunch of my Prairie Schoolers. Well, I started this one for my All Hallows birthday sal, and I lost the pattern somewhere. I lost the pattern. Cleaning up, guess who found her pattern? So I'm gonna try and get that as a finish this week as well. I just thought I'd throw that out there, that I found something. Okay, the other thing that I'm fairly certain I worked on, no, I don't think I did, but it's the Frankenstein sal, the book sal, and it is finished, or is finishing for October 31st. I think that the last book discussion is happening on October 31st, and she released the 3 parts that go in the top here and here, on top of Frankenstein and under Frankenstein's words. And then she released the border insert that goes in here just the other day so that people could finish it for Halloween. As you can tell, I'm not anywhere as close. And so, but that will be something that I would like to concentrate on this week as well. The other piece that I know I worked on this. Oh, whoops, I still have a thread and stuff in here and a needle. So let's ignore that part. But I did finish up. I did finish. I didn't finish. I've almost finished October 31st. The only thing that I need to do now is the spider webs and the spider that goes down from one of the webs, and the spider webs are in the corner. So I just started, and it's with one strand of floss, and I had just started it, and this is what the pattern looks like. Make sure we don't show, oops, the pattern, but that's what this pattern is going to look like. It's by Norrie, Rhona Norrie from the 2020 Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine. Like I told you guys, there's so many patterns in here that I would like to stitch. So I've almost finished there too. So working on, hopefully can do that for October 31st. Not that it's going to be a fully finished, but it'll be done for next year, right? Yeah. Okay, the other thing that I pulled out was my All Joys for Thine. And I pulled this out last weekend, started stitching on it when I was watching college football. I was so excited college football came back because, you know, the Big Ten had announced, the Big Ten and Pac-12 had announced that they were not going to hold football because of COVID and practices and safety and the whole deal. Well, then partway through, they decided that they would have a shortened season and have, you know, the Big Ten decided to play some football. And then Pac-12 followed behind. And I believe that yesterday was the first game for Washington, I believe. I don't know. I didn't get to see it. Anyway, I was so excited that college ball came back and I was stitching on this pattern. And I said to myself, let's finish up the border, because I had started the border and then wanted to, I didn't get bored. The border's easy. It's very easy. It's a very, very straightforward pattern, repetitious pattern in there. But I was like, I want to do some color. And so I had done, you know, some of that. So then I thought, okay, well, I'm watching football. Let's easily do the border. So I did. Let's see if I can put it on here. Make it a little easier for myself. No. Sorry, pause. Still no. Okay. So I had to do the rest of this border here and then go along the top. So I am finished, did it, got all the way to here, and my border wasn't going to match. And I was like, what in the world? And I'd put five threads in already, you know, for all of this. So I'm picking 5 threads, was super fun. But I'm like, okay, can I fudge it? No, I couldn't fudge it. So I had to go back to find my error. It was all the way down here. What I had done was, so this pattern is 4, 4, and then 6, and then 4, 4, 6, right? And what I had done was in one of my 4s, I actually had 5, but I hadn't crossed a full cross. It was just a half stitch, and I didn't notice. All the way back, you guys. And unfortunately, this floss was hard for me to find. It was gone everywhere at the time that I started doing this pattern. And Sharon actually sent it to me. And so I had it. Well, now I'm like, okay, am I going to have enough floss to finish this pattern? And so as I'm unpicking very carefully so that I can save my floss, I was able to save four of them. One was completely lost. But what I do also is, because I do the loop method, so I always do two strands. So I do the loop method. And so starting's easy. And then when I finish in my back, I go under, you know, a little ways, and then I go under again, and then I go under again to finish my floss off. Well, you can't unpick that. So I had to cut where I knew I'd ended so that I could at least get a starting point. So of course I lost floss there, right? And then, yeah, what a nightmare. So anyways, back to stitching the border, and I do love this piece, but it did go into the naughty bag for a while, because as far as I'm concerned, it should have shown it to me and said, hey, mistake back here, before I ended my floss. Oy vey. So anyways, that's done. Okay, the other one that I have worked on is Witch Witch by La Di Da. I love this pattern. And I actually did this one during a Zoom stitchy meetup, which I've been able to go to. I'm so happy. And so I closed up the border on that one, and it matched. Where is it? Way down there. See how little this is in relation to my big piece of fabric? Okay, here, let's do it this way. There we go. So I finished up the border and I started doing the swirlies that come down and then started coming across. This is the top of her skirt, table skirt, as Sheila likes to put it. I think that's hilarious because we can't decide. Is it a skirt? Is it a table? We don't know. There's a cat that's walking on it, but it's all big and part of her. Weird. Anyways, so yes, I got that all done, and then this part here, I think, since the last time you've seen it, and I have closed up all of this and closed up the border. So she's coming along. She's coming along. She's pretty. And I am working this one with Threadworx. I think it's 11212 color number. That's the number. I don't remember what the color's name is. And I'm doing it on coffee tea dyed Aida. I think it's 16 count. And it's very hard to do in hand because it's very, very stiff. Like, I baked my fabric after, and when I baked it, it got very crunchy hard. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to put it in a Q-snap because it's just too hard. It's easy to work in hand, but because I use smaller needles and the fabric is so stiff, I'm having a hard time getting my needle to bend-ish with the fabric. Anyways, I'm just gonna two-hand it in a Q-snap. Then last night, because, you know, I don't have enough to do, and I didn't do a new start though, so, but I'm going to. I pulled out, I was organizing my bags, and I pulled out this little piece from Little House Needleworks. I love this little piece. It's called Spot of Coffee, and let's get you as close as possible. I am in love with the colors in this piece, and there's two variations of this this pattern in charted. One is for coffee and one is for tea. And so I'm doing the coffee one for myself and the tea one for my mom because she drinks tea. And I think that I'm going to reverse the colors on hers, or make them just a little different so that they're not exactly the same, but they're similar. And I think that she'll enjoy that. So I did pull that out yesterday and I put a few things in. I put the window panes in. Let's see here. I finished the roof, and then I started the decoration in there. The white really shows up on here really nicely. And then this is the top border, and then the words come in here. Coffee is, I don't remember what the saying is, but it's cute. And then I'll finish up the house and then start on, there's a bunch of, oh, well, here's the words. Coffee by the candle's light warms a heart into the night. And so there's words, and then there's some motifs, and then there's more words, and then a bit of a motif border down here. So that's what I got done. Now this is done on a, I think it's 16 count, but it's Mystery Aida. I got this out of a grab bag of something from Stash Unloading, I think. And here's the second one. Here's my second one. And I like how it's got these splotches, because it's like, you know, a splotch of tea has like gone onto your piece or whatever. So, or coffee. Odin. So, so that's what I did there. Okay, let's see. What else have we got? All right. It was not a huge haul week, you guys. I know it's a little shocking. Let me get my haul. Last time I had said that I bought a couple of things off of 123 Stitch, and one of the pieces that I had purchased, I guess by the time that they filled my order, it had been back ordered again. And it was this Halloween Sampler 2 by Cottage Garden Samplings. Now I did a Halloween Sampler a couple of years ago. I finished it last year. And when she came out with 2, I was so excited because look. This is so stinking cute. I mean, come on, this little house, the haunted house here. And there was something else in here that I just thought was really cute. The wording, oh, the witch with her cat on the broom. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. So I'm going to do this. I'm hoping I have the same fabric. And then I'll do both of them. Maybe I'll switch it up. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. But I am going to start this because I enjoyed Halloween Sampler so much when I was doing it. And yeah. So I got that. I am part of Miss Brandy at the Stitch Me's Fabric of the Month Club, and my October fabric came. I'm in the neutral club, and you wouldn't think that this is a neutral color, but it is, and it's gorgeous, and I'm in love with it. Currently, I'm in the 16 count club, and I think I have a lot of 16 count fabrics now. I have a lot of 18s also. I might go to 20, maybe, we'll see. But I love her fabrics, fantastic. And then I'm also part of her Silks of the Month Club, and she did Halloweeny colors for this month, and they're all so cute. Let me get my thingies. Oh, I lost one. It's real hard putting these together, you guys. So this one here is called All Lit Up. This one is Poison. This one here is Evil Queen. Happen to love that. The variegation in there is beautiful. Tombstone and Cauldron. Beautiful, beautiful. Brandy does such a lovely job, and her floss of the month is, or silk of the month is 50 yards, and value for the money, just awesome. Now the other thing is that occasionally I get into Friday Fight Night, which is Brandy is like the things that she dyes throughout the week and that are not fabric of the month things, and sometimes she has fabric of the month in there, but she'll do all kinds of different pieces. And I was super lucky a couple of weeks ago, I think, in Friday Fight Night, that I was able to get this 18 count Aida in its opal. Can you see the shimmer in that? It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's called Lotus. This is so beautiful, and I'm not joking. I have a Mirabilia that she's going to be gorgeous on this piece, and so I was lucky to win that, and that came. I'm super excited about that. Let me try and get these things off of here. Okay, and then I had talked about Traditional Stitches, that they are doing a SAL, or start along, or stitch along, or however you want to call a SAL. Mine seem to be start alongs because I start and never finish. Or I have plans to start but never do, so my stitch may or may not happen. I don't know. but it's exclusive to Traditional Stitches in Calgary, Alberta. And it came the other day in the mail. And Morrison, the chart, I only ordered the chart because I do Aida, and I'm going to do it in DMC because I can't stitch on linen, and so therefore I can't do the Veriswa 100.3 silks, even though they're gorgeous. But I'm not there. So, and I may try to convert this to sulky threads because I actually enjoy working with sulky threads. So I might do that. But that came, and I'm really excited about that. And then what else came? Woo! Bags. Bag of the month. Okay, so I am in So Much to Love's Bag of the Month, and in fall you had the opportunity to choose whether you just wanted your fall bag or if you wanted a fall bag and a Halloween bag. And so of course I took both. I think I did that for Christmas too. I think that you have the opportunity to get, I don't remember. I know I signed up for a lot of things. And with my hours going down at work and me reevaluating my stash, I've decided that I'm going to let my So Much to Love subscription go. So yay to somebody on the waiting list. But until then, I have a couple more bags that will be coming for the rest of the year, and I'm very excited about that. And then if I ever get the inkling, you know, she has a beautiful Etsy shop that has beautiful bags on there that you can buy, and they will be shipped right away because they're already made. So I love her bags. They're so well made. And anywho, okay, so this is October. Is this the October bag? Let me read the little thingy. Sorry. Super prepared. Yes, October. Yes. So October bag of the month. Gorgeous. It is so pretty. So the fabric, I mean, so cute. And then, you know, Karen's signature heart, felted heart, zipper pull, and then the inside of the bag, all beautifully lined, all beautifully sewn. I mean, the zippers always coordinate with her. They're just so lovely. And so when you are a Club of the Month bag person, she has, you know, club things that are exclusive to the bags. And here she's designing some patterns, and here is fall. Is that not beautiful? And then some Victorian motto threads, so pretty. This one here is called Autumn Splendor, and this one is Falling Leaves. So pretty. And something more to add to my fabric stash. And then of course you get, you know, little tea. And this one's a decaf pumpkin spice. I might actually keep this. It's black tea. Might send it to my mom. I don't know. We'll see. And then caramel apple pops. Funny story. We love these. I have lost 2 fillings because of these. But even though my fear of the dentist is huge, I still will eat these. A little more cautiously. So that was the October bag of the month. And then, ooh, please don't fall. And then here is the Halloween bag of the month. And so, it's gorgeous. Bam, so pretty. Her signature rickrack, black fabric, and then the Halloween pattern. I mean, look at, they're ghosties and pumpkins, and I mean, it's just so pretty. It is so pretty. And then the inside, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna miss these bags, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, and then in this one, also got a pattern, a Halloween exclusive pattern from So Much to Love. So cute. And then 2 more Victorian Motto sampler fabric flosses. Lord, Lisa, get it together. This one is called what, pumpkin, rustic pumpkin, and this one here is midnight. So pretty. And then this one came with my favorite M&Ms and another decaf pumpkin spice. So now, hey, one's going to my mom and one's coming to me, because I can only do decaf. I get huge, wicked bad migraines from decaf. I mean, from caffeine. And so I am very, very careful. Okay, the other thing that I got, is that it? The other thing that I purchased was, I saw these on Pam and Steph's video where they were talking about like a great product. No lie, like run out and get these. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little plug for these. These are magnets. What are they called? What are they called? Smart and Cool silicone thingies. And what you do is you can wrap your fabric and then, you know, magnet it together. And I'm telling you, these things are so stinking strong. So I did that on my Q Snap on this lap stand. I had just a little bit of fabric that was like hanging out onto the side. And so it is just, I just wrapped it in there and put it, you know, and the other day I was working on something in my hand and in hand stitching, and there was so much fabric, and so I rolled up the fabric and then I put these guys on there, and it was so much easier. And the great thing is I also use needle minders sporadically on my pieces. It's more because I can't find my needle minders. And now that I'm cleaning up, I found a whole bunch of needle minders. I love them. But if you don't like using needle minders, but want to have some place to put your needle, these guys are so strong. They held my scissors. They held my scissors, my needle, and got caught up in my floss tag ring as well. But they are so very, I mean, look. Oh, I have it the wrong way. Hey, they're very strong. And you get 20, 2 of each color. And so they can coordinate with your floss bags or your fabric bags, project bags. So highly recommend these. A really great find from Pam and Steph. And I know other Flosstubers have put them out there as well. Fast shipping. I want to say I got these for like $18, 20 of them for $18, something like that, with free shipping on Amazon. I will put the link below. And then yesterday I was thrifting. So I think I've mentioned before that I grew up in a house that appreciates antiques. And from the time I was very little, I was going to antique sales and auctions and flea markets and all kinds of things with my parents. And I have learned over the years what is good, you know, I haven't really learned my style yet. But, you know, whether an antique is good, somebody has, whether it's a reproduction or a true antique, you know, that kind of thing. And so I love going thrifting, and I don't do it as often as I would like to, but now that my daughter has her own house and she now wants to go thrifting as well, I'm like, oh, we need to plan some like girls' weekends to go do that. And then involve the little, who we now need to teach, hands to self, you know, no touchy, because that's how I learned. We did not touch things. We did not touch things, or we got our little hands slapped. We appreciated with our eyes and not with our hands. But anyways, I was thrifting yesterday because I was out in an area that I don't typically go to in Seattle, and I knew that there were some thrifty shops around, and so I was like, I'll just spend like an hour, you know, and zoom in and zoom out. Well, I came across this one thrifting store. I don't even know what it's called, but they had a couple of cross-stitch pieces that were hanging out there. There were three cross-stitch pieces, all without frames, all without anything. And there was this little girl. She was just hanging out there all by herself. $2, you guys. So I was like, she's got to come home. Like, she's got to come home with me. So then when I was there, I was like looking for either an oval frame or kind of a goldish black frame for her that I thought would look kind of Victorian-ish to put her in. But look at this stitching, you guys. It's just beautiful. Here's the back. Whoever did this piece, and whenever it was done, no idea. It's all backstitched. Poor person. But seriously, it's on an Aida and $2. It depresses me that my stuff will end up in a thrift store for $2 someday. Okay. What else have I got? So earlier this week, I had posted a picture on my Instagram feed that had the bags that, like I said, you know, when I go into a craft, I go all in. I can't help myself. And because I've never really had a dedicated place to put my stuff before, it's kind of all over the house in random areas. You know, if I'm working in the living room, there's some baskets in the living room. And if I'm in my bedroom, there's a bunch of stuff in my bedroom. And if I'm working downstairs in the family room, there's a bunch of stuff there. So I'm consolidating, I'm finding it all and putting it in one place. So I found a good amount of the bags. I'm not going to say that this is all the bags, but you guys, I mean, the pile is really kind of ridiculous. Okay, so here's some. These are all made bags, made, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous bags. That's a few. Here's another stack. These are my, a lot of these are Dot Goose bags. I think actually all of them are Dot Goose bags. But look at here. Oh, so pretties. So pretties. And that's only some of them because I've got kits, you know, I've got projects kitted up into bags already. And then, oh, look at this. Here's more. Do you think I have a bag problem? I don't think I have a bag problem. No bag problem. So, and these are Garon Toten bags. And this, again, is only some of them because I have more. But seriously, I have bags and baskets. I am an organizing girl. I love to organize. I like to organize my life. I don't do it well. But I like to say that I can organize my life. And so when I was going through all these bags, I was like, I need to kit up some of these bags. Now y'all know I'm not even going to go through my patterns, but one day I'm thinking maybe I'll have like a bag day that I'll just show all my bags, whether they've got something in them or not. No, maybe I'll just show the bags. And then when I'm kitting up, then maybe I'll do a kitting up video of kitted up projects. And I do have quite a few. And once I get through my floss, I will be able to get those to which projects that I've wanted them to. And, but I feel like that's going to take me a little while. I have some that are already kitted up. I just have to put the fabric with them, but the floss is all in with the pattern. I just need to find the fabric, and that's not a problem because I have a huge bin of fabric that will get sorted here soonish. But yeah, baskets and bags. And it doesn't matter if it's a tote bag, a purse, anything that you can put something into. I love it. I love it. Anyways, okay, but there was a whole point that I was going with this. I have been telling you guys for a while now about my 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and that I was going to do bags, and I was waiting for some other stuff to come, and it hasn't come, and I don't want to hold up the 1,500 subscriber winning giveaway anymore. And so I will just maybe do that at 2,000, and it'll still be relevant, and it'll be awesome, and it'll be great. So so for the time being, because I love project bags so much, I want to share my love of project bags with you. And so I am going to give away 3 project bags. And so I love them all. I love them all. But I'm going to do a So Much to Love bag. This is one I got off of Kindred Stitcher's Lisa's D-Stash page, that she makes beautiful bags. And then this Dot Dot Goose bag. It's all kitted, it's all ready to go. And let me see if I can show you what it actually looks like. It is not that one, it is this one. So this is the back, and this is the front vinyl. It's the only vinyl bag. The other 2 are fabric bags. So a Dot Dot Goose bag, Kindred Stitcher, and So Much to Love. They are all beautiful bags. They have not been used. They are brand new. And so I am going to do, this is how I'm going to do this one. I don't want to, I just feel that a project bag is just beautiful, and you just kind of love a project bag because it's beautiful and it's useful. And so in order to enter the giveaway, here are the things. Please don't mention giveaway. Please be 18. Please be a subscriber. Do all the things. And in order to have your name drawn for the potential win, just say project bag. Why you would like a project bag. If you have lots of project bags, if you've never had a project bag, if you've been wanting a project bag forever but have been kind of leery about it, I am going to choose 3 different people by random generator, YouTube comment picker thingy, as I always do. And whichever name gets drawn, I'm just going to send you a bag. I'm not going to say, you know, that a dot dot. I'm just going to send a bag, so you're not going to know which bag you're getting. And I'm not going to separate out, you know. Does that make sense? You're just going to win one of the 3 bags. Does that make sense? So I'm not going to say I'm just drawing for this one, and if you're interested in this bag, blah, blah, blah. No, it's any of the project bags you have the potential of winning. And I'm not going to, you know, please don't email me and say I really want the Dot Dot Goose bag, or I really want this bag, or whatever the case is, because I'm just going to pull a name out and then mail off when I get confirmation of your email. So that's what I'm going to do for my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. And I thank you all for being a subscriber. It's so, I'm not doing this for numbers. I'm not doing it, you know, I don't have ads on my Flosstube, and I just do this for my own enjoyment, and hopefully sharing the love of cross stitch and my chaotic life with others, and hopefully you get a, you know, either you learn something or you get a laugh or whatever. That is why I do it. I just love the community, and I love cross stitching and crafting in general. And so yeah. Okay, I guess the last thing is the winners. Oh no, there's a couple other things. Let's do the winner of the Santa's Village. So I was a ding dong 2 weeks ago, and you guys are so awesome. Not one person pointed it out. Not one. I had 2 names for this chart. I first said, if you're interested, say Santa. And then later on, I said, if you're interested, say Christmas. So what I had to do, because, you know, random generator comment picker thingy will only do one word or a variation of that word, and I couldn't put both of them in there. Everybody who either said Santa, Santa, or Christmas, and or either, doesn't matter, your name went on pieces of paper and then I drew out. And so the winner of this pattern is Killy Loves Amos. So Killy Loves Amos, if you will get a hold of me in my email, which I will have linked down below, and send me your address, then I will pop this in the mail, and congratulations. And again, I am so sorry. I will make a mental note in the future. That's also one of the reasons about the bags, that I'm just doing it project bags. I gotta make it easy on myself, because clearly, as my granddaughter loves to remind me, I am old. She's still alive. It's okay. Okay, so what I want to do now is spotlight on a stitcher. And so it's kind of my version of a shout out for Flosstubers. And I do have a list of Flosstubers that I watch all the time. Like anytime they have a new video pop up and I see it in my queue, or it pops up as a notification, then I will go and watch it. I do have a long list of Flosstubers that I watch, and it's very hard to, you know, all I want to do is watch Flosstube, but I also want to watch football, and I get involved in Netflix. There's some good shows on Netflix that I've been watching. Have you guys been watching Evil or Ratchet? Hooked. And then I started binge watching The Good Place, because somebody was like, oh, The Good Place is really good. And I love Ted Danson. He is great. And so it was like, so I've been binge watching that. I'm having a really hard time sectioning my time. Anyways, Flosstubers. I did find some new ones. So 2 that I'm going to spotlight on a stitcher. And the reason why I'm going to call it that is because when I find a Flosstuber, I watch all of your videos. So if you're new to me or you're brand new to Flosstube, I am going to go back and I'm going to watch every video that you've done that is Flosstube related, because I want to get to know you. And, you know, that comes out in the personality as you continue making videos and you start putting in little tidbits of your life and things. And so it's just a great way to get to know people instead of just a couple of videos and then, you know, go on. So I binge watch. I'm a binge watcher. So the first one is called Bumble Stitches. She is brand new to Flosstube. However, she is not new to YouTube. She has done a ton of knitting videos. So if you are interested in knitting, she's got a large following because of knitting. And now she's doing Flosstube. Her name is Nicola, and she's from Suffolk in England, the UK. And like I said, she's been a knitter for quite some time, and now she is getting into stitching. She was a stitcher. She stitched many, many years ago, back when a lot of us who started many years ago, and it was kits and back stitching and, you know, the whole deal. And things have changed drastically in the 20 plus years, 30 plus years that I've been stitching. So, and the same for her. And she's also now getting into quilting. So she's doing some quilting videos, some Flosstube videos, and her knitting videos. So, but during lockdown in the UK, she started watching Flosstube videos and got hooked and rediscovered a love of cross stitch with all of the new things that, you know, new patterns and linens and fancy floss and all of the good things that go along with stitching now, and the community. And she's so sweet. She's so sweet. So she showed some of her old pieces and then what she's working on. And And then the bonus is that she's got like the cutest little accent. So go watch her and give her some love. And she is Nicola of Bumble Stitches on Flosstube. Really cute. The next one is, and she's new to me. I guess she is being very prolific in the Instagram community. And, but it is The Contented Stitcher, and her name is Kim. And she has a few videos. She started like last month making videos, Flosstube videos, and she started with a craft room, her craft room beauty, and I'm telling you, it is gorgeous. Like, I aspire. You know, Brenda has a beautiful one from Brenda and the Serial Starter. She did a craft room tour, stitching room tour, and now Kim has done one, and it is gorgeous. And I aspire. Like, seriously, these ladies have, I'm way down there on the little totem pole. They are way beautiful, beautiful. And Kim has stitching all over her walls and on these shelves, and her aesthetic is very similar to mine. And so I was just in awe. Like, I've actually watched this video about 7 times now. No lie. And I'm gonna watch it some more, because I just, every time and she likes collecting antiques and thrifting the same as I do, and, you know, finding something and painting it to make it look different. And Kim, we need to be friends. Anyways, she's been stitching for a very long time. She's also a woman of faith, and she is just so kind and gentle spirited, and like, I just love listening to her. She has 3 videos. She just posted another one the other day that I watched just the other night. And her stitching is beautiful. She talked about how she frames her pieces, and I died laughing, because it's the way that I would 100%, you know, frame a piece. I can't make anything permanent, because I might want to do something with it again. So I was kind of dying when she was showing the backs of her things and explaining, and I'm like, you are my girl. You are my person. You get that. Totally get that. Sorry. She also has not only, oh my goodness, Odin. She also does a seasonal wall out in her house, and I mean, the beauty, go watch her. She is lovely. So I think is that it? Yeah, I think so. So really go and have a look at the Contented Stitcher Kim and Bumble Stitches Nicola. Both fantastic floss tubers, both new to the stitching community, to the Flosstube community, and well worth watching. So I think that is all that I have for this week. I've babbled on long enough, and so hopefully my next video next week will be a Stitch With Me video the day after Halloween. That's gonna be fun. And then other than that, if you're not interested in a Stitch With Me video, I'm gonna talk about how Odin and Rhea came to be ours. You'll get some laughs. So if you like Stitch With Me videos, I will have that. If you don't like Stitch With Me videos, that's totally okay. And I will be back in 2 weeks with another updated video with hopefully some finishes, maybe, and some more progress on the craft room. Maybe. We'll see. All right. I hope that you all have a really wonderful week. Please be safe. COVID numbers are going up across the country. Here we are starting command centers again. They've all gone away in the last couple of months, and they are popping back up this week. So please be safe, especially around the holiday season. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and so that it covers nose and mouth. And just please please be safe. You know, we want everybody to be healthy and come out of this well. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Go Hawks and the other teams I root for, which if you're not playing my team, I root for you. So, but not tonight. All right. Have a wonderful week. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.